Hi guys, this is Michael from the Board Games Chronicle. Today I have a brief material for you about a brief game. Today we'll be talking about Blitzkrieg, which is a World War II in 20 minutes. Blitzkrieg was published a couple of years ago by Plastic Soldiers Company. Later on in this series we have a couple of other games like Caesar. So Conquer Rome in 20 minutes. I already did a video about it, so the link should be visible. And also the Dogfight. All of the games are by Paolo Mori's design. What I like about them is that they are pretty quick. They are really exciting and replayable. This slogan that you can play the World War II in 20 minutes is not a joke. Yeah, you really can play this game so quickly. I like Blitzkrieg very much because you actually can play two games here. The regular one, which is about World War II and Allies versus Axis, and a very neat, let's say, special game on the other side of the board. What I will show today is slightly how to play the game. Maybe we'll do some moves during the game, so you will see it. Okay, let me start from putting the map on the table. So here it is. As you can see, the map is two-sided. We'll not be looking for now at this side. We'll focus on the regular side. You probably should see it really nicely. So this is the map. This is the map. How do we play here? We'll be having assets tokens, which we'll be placing on 5 theaters of operations. Yeah, I believe I have it well. So we have the theaters of operations like Western Europe, Pacific Ocean, Africa, Middle East, Southeast Asia, and Eastern Europe. In each of those theaters, you would have so-called campaigns. So those tracks, these are the campaigns. And in each theater, the campaign which is active is always the top one, which has some empty spaces. In the beginning, of course, each and every campaign has empty spaces. If you look carefully, you would see 2 colors of those battle spaces, which are parts of a campaign. The brownish is a land space, the bluish is a naval sea space, and this would be the coastal space. It has a really important impact then on the gameplay, because only particular type of units will be placed in such areas. What you will see also that each of the theaters of operations will have so-called battle track. This is a battle track. And on this battle track, we will be showing who has advantage in this particular theater of operations. Also, when we will be placing the tokens in those theaters, we will be filling, of course, the campaigns. And when the campaign is filled, whoever has advantage in strength will be getting those victory points. Here we have a victory points, and we play to 20. Let me just put them here. Start preparing. So at the start, both sides have 0, Germans and Allies, and in each and every theater of operations there is neutral, 0, stable, strength comparison, let's say so. So this is how we set it up. Of course, once we close one campaign, we move to another and another, and then we can close the theater. So the theater will be closed when we close all the campaigns, but theater can be also prematurely closed if one of the sides has such a big advantage that they reach the end of the battle track, and then also the theater is being closed. All the points goes to the side who actually managed to prevail in this theater. Okay. How do we play? We would have tokens. Let me show you to them. We have 2 buggies, one for the Axis and one for the Allies. Yeah, so we have 2 buggies, and in them we would have tokens, various tokens. Let me take a couple of them. So these are the German ones. As you can see, this is the Navy, so we can put this only on the sea or on the coastal space. This is the tank, which can be put only on the land or coastal space. We have also airplanes, which can be put on any space on the map. So on and so forth. So a lot of such beautiful tokens. Each and every player will start the game with 3 tokens, will have such mat behind which he will be hiding what he actually has in hand, and it has also a really nice information about units and about what things you can do with those fields, because this will be really important. The allies have similar tokens. If you look here, they have navy, they have tanks, they have airplanes. This is Blitz, which allows you to put 1 token and then another one immediately. So we will talk about those things in a moment. I believe you would like to learn how to win the game and what's the way to win the game. First of all, reaching 25 points. Germany will have a first move in the play. When Germany reaches 25 points, victory points, the Allies have 1 more turn to act to gain points. And after this, we conclude the game and see who has more points. In case when Allies reach 25, the game ends immediately. That's actually kind of a balancing mechanism for the fact that Germans are starting the game. In case of a tie, it's always Allies who will be winning the game. Also a balancing mechanism. This is one of the ways to win the game. Another way is following. As I told you, each side will start with 3 tokens. Let's try to simulate this. So, sorry. And let me check the camera if you can clearly see everything. Yes, I believe so. Enough space. So we start with the 3 tokens. The thing is that some of the actions which you see on the map will actually hit your opponent and decrease the number of tokens in their hand. Of course, you can also use some of the options on the map and increase your number of tokens in the hand. However, if at the beginning of your turn you don't have tokens to draw, you lose the game. So it's another tactic how to win the game, simply trying to diminish to 0 the number of tokens in the enemy's hand. At the end of the turn, we always draw 1, regardless of what we did in the turn. So if, for example, there is such a situation that we have 1 token, the Germans place bomb, which reduces 1 more token from the allied hand, then there is beginning of their turn, they don't have an option to draw anything, and they lose the game. What is also important are those tokens, no, not tokens, are those actions on the map. We are beautifully described here, all the battle special effects. Let us talk about them because they really spice up the game. Industrial production, this is the first one. It always allows you to draw 1 unit token from your back and add it to your reserve. So for example, if as German we put navy here, we would add additional token here, and then at the end of the turn draw another, we would have 4. Bombing, very nice stuff. This actually forces your opponent to discard and put into the back 1 random of their tokens. Research, I believe this is one of the coolest things in the game. We have so-called research deck. These are the yellow tokens, and let me put them here. They give you some advantages like nuclear bomb, very strong airplane, very strong tank. However, you don't use them immediately. When you play research, you put this into the back, and only if you draw it, you will be able to play it. Then we have tactical and strategic advantages. Tactical advantage is here. It adds +2 in this theater of operation. And there's a strategic advantage. It adds 3 in, I believe, 2 theaters. Yes, yes. So advance this number of spaces on the battle track of any theater of operations except the one where you just placed. Sorry, so this adds here, this adds anywhere on the map. That way. An important element of game, which might cause some confusion, is that if you are operating in this theater of operations, play some tokens, place some battle effects which move the strength on other theaters of operation battle tracks, you cannot reach the end of another battle track that way. You can only reach the end of a theater here or here when you are operating in this theater. What else do we have here? We have propaganda, which simply gives you that number of victory points. We will have improved industrial production here, for example, which allows you to draw 2 unit tokens from your bag and add them to your reserve. Yeah, very, very cool. We have double ones, which is research industry. So we do draw 1 random unit token from the research pile here, and you also add it directly to your reserve. So this is the way to draw from here and add here, which is not the case with that one. And you have also improved research, I believe, here. So it allows you to draw 2 random unit tokens from the research pile and add them to your pack. Okay, so what else shall we learn? I believe I discussed actually almost everything, including the rules for victory. And I told you the game takes like 20 minutes. So if I will be discussing the rules longer than the actual game, that would be strange. Let us have a look at those maps, which are also player aids. I really like them. So they tell you everything which I was reading about industrial production, research, about where you can place armies, navies, air forces. There will be also general admirals when we draw them. I will tell you about them. In essence, they allow you to get additional strength for each unit of that particular type, which is in particular theater. The task forces, blitzes, there is naval aerial bombing, all of this stuff. There will be also Nippon expansion, which is on the other side, but for this, I believe we'll have a look in a moment. This is pretty cool because this is this tells an alternative story. Let's call it that way. Okay, in order to demonstrate you how the game plays, I believe the best would be to simply play it. So the Germans start. Let us simply randomly take one of those 3 and start to play. So, okay, they have airplane. What they want to do, they can only invest in the first, of course, tracks. They will do the Pearl Harbor thing, let's say so. So they put it here. They move the strength 1 to the right, and then the allies has to randomly discard one of the tokens. Germans are drawing additional token. I'm not looking at them, and then the turn moves to the to the allies. They draw one of those 2 tokens. It's okay, blitz. Where they would like to do the blitz, I believe they need to regain some industry production, so they will gain it here. They don't move anything because it's 0, and then blitz allows you to immediately put another token. So let's put this one in the same theater of operation. So it has to be land unit. Yeah, it is a land unit. This is 3, so we move 1, 2, 3, and then because this is a research, we take one of those and put it here. At the end of the turn, we draw a tile. Okay, and now the play moves to the Germans. Let me play with them this. What they will do, They will play in Pacific Ocean because they will put it here. They will move 1, 2. That means that first of all, they are getting one more token to choose from. Normally, if you see all the tokens, you would have a much broader array of choices, and they are getting 2 victory points. And at the end of the turn, they draw another counter. So you see the balance of how many counters units each side has is very important and a very delicate. So in this case, it's already 4 Germans, pretty broad choice and far away from the potential loss of the game. And here we have only 2 on the British side. Okay, so the British will play Navy, and I believe they want to play it here. Look what will happen. First of all, we add 2 strength. Sorry, 1, 2. We are adding 1 victory point for propaganda, so first point, and then we are closing the campaign, which is 2 points, and additional 1 point because our strength advantage is so huge. So we are getting 1, 2, 3. Nice for allies. The only worrying thing for allies is that they don't have enough tokens which Germans can take advantage of, because look what they can do. Okay, this is the tank. I believe they would like to start doing some stuff. Okay, let us put it here. So we randomly discard 1 of the tokens for the allies, which starts to get really, really dangerous. 2 strength, so we move strength here. We draw 1 tile. And now the British has only this, and they are really praying to get the industry, possibility to get the industry. Yes, they have it. So they move the strength here, and the industry allows them to draw 1 tile immediately. And of course, at the end of the turn, they draw another one. You see, if you are down to 1 or 2 counters, sometimes you don't have the proper counter to put on the sea or on the land, which is really, can be really disturbing. Okie doke. And now let me take Germans. Okay, so they have Admiral. So Admiral is a navy, and it adds 1 point for each navy which was already put in the particular theater. And importantly, when we are closing the campaign, like here, if we put him here, we will be looking at the strength advantage of the side. So the campaign is closed when you occupy the last battle space of the campaign, of course. We check whose side of the battle track the battle marker is currently on. So we don't check the sum here, we check it here. It's getting really nasty for the Germans as far as victory points are concerned. So they will go conservatively here. They will do the propaganda. They get 1 strength, but 2 victory points. Now probably the British would safely play here now. Sorry, they don't draw, they just take it in order to get those victory points. Okay, so they have also Admiral, and the Admiral, if we put him here, will give him 1 point for this and 2nd point for this, so 2 strength, which is nice. And they get victory points 3 plus 1, 4, so they jump to 8. Okay, interestingly. Now the Germans, what they will do, they have Blitz, which is good because that will allow them to get some points here. They will put it here, propaganda 1 point, and they can put another one, which is 3, fantastic. Because you see 3 will go 1, 2, 3. There is +1 on another theater of war, let it be here. And they get 1 point for the advantage and 2 for closing this campaign, so they get 3. Very, very close game. As you can see, it's pretty fast. Now, the British, they have one tank. I believe they would like to go here because they will take the research and immediately put it there. We get 1 point more and 1 draw at the end of the turn. Now, the Germans. What the Germans will do? They have army general. We don't have too many armies. We have one here. And you know, this is cool stuff to get this +3. So we first of all get 1-2 points here. So maybe this will not be automatically closed, but we have +3 on some other track. Let me do it here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We're getting close to winning this theater of operations. Now the allies. I believe I will use this one. I'm curious what's here. Okay, this is a cool stuff. This is a very potent fighter, but the thing is that it does not triggers the battle space action. So it's good to put him somewhere when it's more or less empty. We have potential to put anywhere here, anywhere here. I believe we would like to fight a bit here. So we put 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't have to be the first space. It can be any space. I forgot to mention this, but yeah, that's how it plays. And we draw a tile, of course. We still have a time to close it. No rush. Now, for the Germans, they play 3. And they, I believe, would like to attack. Where would it be? Where would it be? They will attack here. They will throw one of the counters of the British, and they will move 3. So 1, 2, 3, nicely. And they draw a tile. The British, they have 2. They probably would like to rebuild their possibility to have enough tokens. So they will go here. They will move 2. And they will draw 1 tile for the industry and 1 for the end of the turn. Germans. Germans have navy. What would it give them? They will put the navy here. So 1 strength, and they can put 2 strength in some of the theaters nearby. They will put here. They want to get the Southeast Asia. The British, oh, this is perfect. This is perfect if there would be a possibility to put a land unit here. There is no. So what they will do, they will put it here, take 2 points from propaganda, and move it by 3. 1, 2, 3. And there will be no automatic closure of this theater of operations. Pretty close. Germans. Okay, they have tank. They can put it here. They potentially can put it here. Here it's too close. So they go here. They take, two research. They move it by 1, and they get 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Now, the time for the British. Oh, sorry, not that way. Let me just randomize it. The British have a navy. What they will do with the navy? They probably will close it finally for 6 points. 1 plus 5, this is 6. So this is 16. And we are starting to approach the end of the game. Now, the Germans. The Germans have 2, which is perfect here, because that allows to move this at 2. So this is 2 plus 4, 6 points for the Germans. Also nice. They have 17. As you can see, we are getting to the end of the game, although Eastern Europe and Africa, Middle East were not touched. Okay. Now, British. 3. Where should they invest? It's time to move already in the different action. They will go here for 2 victory points and 3 points, which puts them equal here. Who will get those 5 points? Might be a winner. 1 on Navy. What would it be? They will go here, 1 point, and randomly discard one of those. It's a bit risky because they can get 2, move it over here, and that way gain 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guys, we are very, very close to the end of the game. What the Germans will do? They have 1 as a navy. They will go here for the victory point. That's definitely a good strategy. Would it be sufficient? Not sure. Okay, now we have a yellow for the British. Let's have a look. Spy. They actually can copy, if I believe correctly, the just played tile. Spy. Copy the value type and any speciality of a unit token just played by your opponent. The spy must be placed in a valid location. Okay, so we can play a navy. Where would like? We'll place it here and progress it here. Strength was 1. So now the Germans, they have tank with 1. They will put it here, they will move it here, and they will get 1 here. Okay, will be the last play for the British. Okay, they add 1 per each general. So if they put it here, they add 1 point. This is good. They add 1 point. This is equal now, plus 3, let's say, on this theater of operation. By the way, those are close, so we could probably take those red from here. And look what happens. We close this campaign with both sides having equal strength, so both sides are getting those 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Which means, of course, that the British are winning because they reached 26 points as the first one. So guys, this is exactly how this game plays in the, let's say, basic version. I told you there is also this, let's say, alternative version. Let me just take the tokens and I will show you the other side of the map because I believe this is really, really interesting. Here we had pretty nice result for the British. I believe 26 points. Yeah, so I will clean it up later on. As you can see, setting up the game and when putting it back, it's really quick. The other side tells a fantastic story. It's 1946. The Germany has won the war and invaded US. US was conquered by Germany. But interestingly, their former allies, so the Japanese, turned against Germans and attacked them. This is the battle between Germany and Japan. It starts in the 4 theaters: Honolulu, Seattle, Boston, and Jacksonville. What is very important, we have another set of tokens for Japan units. You can see them here. And what is really, really cool, there is one unit which is helping them. Let me find it. I need to show it to you before I will tell you what is it. Let me just take it. Take everything out to check where is it. Here it is. They have help of Godzilla. Yep, Godzilla is helping Japanese. They have slightly different units. For example, they have Bomber, which can kill 2 tokens, and some other stuff, which is pretty interesting. We don't play in the similar way like on the first map. We have 4 theaters which start the game. When you close the theater, you will be moving as per the arrows. So Seattle allows you to move, sorry, it should be here. Seattle allows you to move to Los Angeles or Anchorage or to Minneapolis. Boston allows you to move to Chicago or New York. Jacksonville allows you to move to Washington or New Orleans, and Honolulu allows you to move to San Jose. And then another theater is being played. Of course, the rules are pretty similar. Japanese are starting and they are attacking, and that means that they need to reach 25 points, and then Germans have one more turn to equal it or have more points. If Germany reaches 25, they win. In case of a draw, of course, Germany is winning because they are second in the game order. Also, we start with a 3 tokens for each side, and whoever has 0 and cannot draw at the beginning, they will also lose. I will not be playing today this game too. You saw how quickly the Blitzkrieg is. I really strongly recommend this for any time when you would like to play something quick as a filler, or maybe a couple of games in succession with first and second version. Any option is good. I believe this is really cool game. Plays quickly and interesting. But all for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me. If you like this material, please give thumbs up. If you'd like to see more content like this, do not hesitate. Subscribe to the channel. Also use the comment section if you'd like to ask, share your opinion, and so on. Thanks for watching, and see you in another material. Bye.